Please be kind to me, baby. Like a weapon, you slay me forever. Connected like a tattoo. Just like a tattoo. I'll always have you. Ooh, love's a tattoo. Ooh, just like a tattoo. I'll always have you. Keep my hand in the fire. Won't learn my lesson till I let it burn, but never lose my desire. Had it from the moment that I felt my first love. I knew I'd never get enough of you. I'll take the risk like I'm bulletproof. Shots in my heart, but it bleeds the truth. A part of every little thing I do, like a tattoo. Just like a tattoo. I'll always have you. Ooh, like a tattoo. Just like a tattoo. I'll always have you. Ooh. My inhibitions fade away. Can't think with my head, my gut won't let me change. Try to deny, but you beg me to taste. If I end as a loser, it'd be worth the game. Cause I can never get enough of you. I'll take the risk like I'm bulletproof. Always on my heart like a tattoo. A part of every little thing I do, like a tattoo. I swear every time is the last time I let you get up under my skin. I wanna let the ink dry, but wanna try till it's right. Here we go again. If I am love and love is I need you more than I would admit. Please be kind to me, baby. Like a weapon, you slay me forever. Connected like a tattoo. Just like a tattoo. I'll always have you. Ooh, love's a tattoo. Ooh, just like a tattoo. I'll always have you.
Did you remove it? Alrighty, guys. Hey, sorry. It's always okay. So I'm trying to share something. So for some reason, we're not able to go live on Facebook today. So we are putting a link in or tagging a link on our profile for YouTube where we are going live so you can watch it through YouTube. So we're getting that together right now. Sorry for the delay. You know, I know y'all been waiting all month for this. We have to. But okay. So, and then it's not even, see if you can post it to the group. Okay. I mean, to the page. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because I think, because whatever. Oh, it did it. All right. So now go ahead and share it. All right. This is not how people want to come on. So emotional right now.
It's going to be okay.
Live now. Not in IW. Okay. All righty. So, hey, family, and welcome back to the BrwnGrlz Collective Book Club, where we turn conversations into connection and connections into culture.
Whether you are joining us live or watching the replay, thank you for making us part of your day. Every month, we gather around a great book, meaningful conversation, and a community that's committed to growing together.
And this month's theme is The Next Chapter Begins With You. So every season of life brings a new chapter, and sometimes we step into it by choice. Sometimes life pushes us there, and whether you're starting a new career, launching a business, returning to school, healing from something difficult, or simply becoming a better version of yourself, every new chapter begins with one decision to move forward.
And that's exactly why today's book fits the month's theme so well. We'll be discussing Dare to Lead by Brene Brown, a book that challenges us to think differently about courage, vulnerability, trust, and leadership, not just in the workplace, but in every area of our lives.
And we're also excited to welcome back author Jamie Watkins.
Hey.
You may remember her from season 3, her interviews with the BrwnGrlz Collective. And today she'll be joining us as both a reader and our featured author spotlight.
Yay. Okay, so Jamie, welcome back. Before we dive into today's discussion, tell everyone a little bit about what you've been up to since the last time we saw you.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me back. It's always a pleasure. And what?
Oh, sorry. Because the Instagram. So it's working out some way today.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I am Jamie Watkins, CEO, founder of My Piece of Happy, and author, speaker, and just happy to be here. I love what y'all are doing. I love how the space is growing. I have written another book since I was last here, and addition to released a couple of yes, that's the first. And you had last time Tyler Goring on, and I worked with her. That happens to be my niece, but also as a client to release her first book. So excited to continue to work with women in that space as well, writing their stories. And
Yeah. All righty. Thank you so much. We are so glad you are here. And before we begin, we like to play games. And so we're going to kick with Brown Girl style.
Okay.
All right. So today's game is called Choose Your Chapter. And each category was inspired by both this month's theme and today's book. So we're going to ask you to choose from the category. You have courage, growth, vulnerability, leadership, purpose, risk, and a wild card.
All right, Jamie, let's choose a category, girl.
Purpose.
Yeah, hold on, go back. Yep, sorry.
I would say purpose.
Purpose, okay. All right, now you can start that clock.
Oh gosh, that's a time. Okay.
You have 60 seconds. So when do you feel most connected to your purpose?
When I am aligned with what I feel God has led me to do. Alignment.
Okay. All right, and you wrap that up. You ain't have more. You had 60 seconds to answer.
Oh, that was for one. I thought it was more questions.
You want to play it that way,
that's fine.
Is always right.
That is when I actually. So when I'm in alignment with what I feel like I am supposed to be doing, I am graduating September 20th. Happy birthday, Jasmine! September 20th, my son's birthday. So with my license in ministry, and that has been 2.5 years. So that feels good. As hard as it is, being in alignment with that is a good, like, okay, this is tough, but I know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Like I say all the time, I want the well done. So yes, regarding purpose, that's when I feel most aligned, when I feel like I'm aligning with what I was created, the good works I was created for.
Right.
Wife or mother or, whatever have you, but that would be my answer.
Okay.
All righty. And so, I am going to go ahead and throw one in there. Okay. I'm going to ask you to finish the sentence. Okay. My next chapter begins with
intention.
Okay. All righty. And we will be sharing a few of your responses throughout today's discussion. So we do want to hear from the community. If you're on, I know for some reason Facebook isn't working. They still got me locked out. They don't want to let me win. So if you are on Instagram or you're viewing us on YouTube, if we can see them, go ahead and drop it in the comments. And if we do see them, we'll, talk about your responses later today. Or we'll try to, at least maybe do a post and respond to you that way. We're gonna find a way. If a way is there to weigh it.
We're gonna figure it out. All right. You wanna... All right. So let's turn the page and talk about why this month's book was selected.
I can't even keep it. Okay.
I know you have a hard time because every time she bring up the
listen, girl, I wanted to rechange all of these questions and y'all, let's talk about it because yes. So one of the things that makes BrwnGrlz Collective Book Club unique is that it isn't just our book club, it's yours too. Each month we select several books that connect with our monthly theme, and then we ask our community to vote on the one that they'd like us to read together. For August, our theme is The Next Chapter Begins With You. And after your votes were counted, our community selected Dare to Lead by Brene Brown. So thank you to everyone who voted. And help shape today's conversation.
Yeah. Okay. You are joining us for the first time, or maybe you haven't had a chance to read the book yet. Don't worry. Here's a quick overview.
We got you.
Okay. So Dare to Lead explores what it means to lead with courage. Brene Brown encourages readers to embrace vulnerability, build trust, have difficult conversations, and lead with authenticity instead of fear. And while the title might make you think it's only about business leadership, this book really speaks to everyone who's leading something: your family, your career, your nonprofit, your friendships, your faith, and simply yourself. So,
yes. So I'm going to cut this one because I'm just going to get to it. So everybody, how was your experience with reading this book? And I'll go first. If nobody,
you go ahead.
I have to explain how this book was chosen. Okay, so the book was chosen. Honestly, I go through ChatGPT. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, what are the best sellers? Like, what has sold and what have people? What do people want to read align with this theme and this, that, and the other? And of course, they gave some great options. I asked for 20, and I go through the list. And I'm thinking Dare to Lead. We're talking about, leading your life, the next chapter. I just thought, okay. And the other options, what was the other option?
Troublemaker.
Troublemaker, yes. Stuff like that. I'm like, okay, something interesting, right? I'm thinking it's going to be interesting. And yeah. So I'm kind of upset. I'm not upset because the whole point of book club is for us to read something that we've never read. We're not going to always like everything we read. But, it's to expand our reading. It's to expand what we read. I typically would only read self-help books, but we've read fantasy, we've read fiction, we've read different types of books. So, this is just one on the list that I won't ever read again. And so that's how I feel about this book. There were points, I feel like there were points in the book that, that was why I was supposed to read the book. I'll say that. I will say that. And I did clip a few of them, and it was only 3 things that I clipped. But I just felt like the book could have been less chapters. And honestly, this sentence that I wrote summed it up.
Okay, let me hear your sentence and see if I could be like second that.
Okay.
Dare to Lead explores what it means to lead with courage. She encourages readers to embrace vulnerability, build trust, have difficult conversations, and lead with authenticity instead of fear.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That summed it up.
Yeah.
That sums it up.
Yeah.
All right. So Jamie.
Yeah, no, go ahead, Jamie.
Yeah, I did not finish, admittedly. It was a challenge to finish. I do have some highlights. I may have 4 more than you. I have 5, 6. But it was very tactical, if that makes sense. Like very and repet. Like, okay, she starts out the gate with all that you said.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like not redundant, but like draggy.
Redundant.
Like, okay, like yeah, we get it. Like just stories to reiterate. And I was for something. Maybe that was the, I don't know, like drill it in you. But
I mean, I honestly, I will say it is drilled into me.
Yeah,
to be empathetic. What like,
I felt like, okay, we got that. Like, give me something else, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
But see, and here, and I'm going to say something. Is that she's a white woman and we're Black women, right? Mm-hmm. So a lot of the things that I felt she was saying is things that we kind of already, you come from a different life or a different style of, so what might seem unfamiliar to you is
like an everyday
thing,
right?
So it was like we're leading so many different things, So I thought it was going to be, but hey, we read it. There was some things that I got out of it, but yeah.
Well, I'm glad y'all got something because I got nothing. I tried about 3 times to try to get through the book. It just she wasn't catching me. I truly did try. She and to speak on the fact that, like you said, it was kind of tactical. I think I did get that as well, but I think that is because I heard she said something about her being in the military. So I think that might be where that comes from. Mm-hmm. Because I think she said she was in the Air Force or something like that, or something.
I remember her saying she was, and the kids can't play.
I thought I heard something about her being in the military because she was saying something about being in the military and how they did something, whatever. Okay. So I did catch that, but other than that, I mean, like, again, it was just I heard a lot about being vulnerable and things like that, which I mean, I feel like is true. The vulnerability part of what she was talking about, but I don't think it could. I don't think it needed to be a book, a brief sonnet. You know what I'm saying? A clip note would have been fine. You know what I mean? Like it didn't need to be an 8-hour book. Mm-hmm. So
TED Talk and we could.
Yeah, give me a couple points real quick. She could have made an Instagram post and I would have been cool with that. It would have been fine. That would have been enough.
Yeah, it could have just been a pamphlet.
Yeah, but shout out to you, girl, Renee. You did a great job. You wrote a book.
I mean, yeah,
congratulations.
She has lots of other books. This is just not the one for me.
Yeah, this just ain't it, and that's okay. Every book ain't gonna be for everybody.
But the thing, I feel like a lot of the examples she gave, not all of them were real world, like her examples. So, like if she was talking about the military, I think she was using it as an example because there were other things that she used as examples, like because she kept saying my wife, and I'm like, so are you married to a man or a woman?
I know, I was confused by that also.
And so it's like, okay, and I went and researched, okay, she's married to the man that she's talking about in there, and I'm like, did I just
where the wife came from? Because I heard that part.
So it was like, I don't know if she was trying to slip and tell people things, but at the same time, so I felt like she was just talking. It was, and I think. I'm not even trying to be funny, y'all. I really am not. I really, really am not. But she did say she suffered from a concussion.
Okay.
So that could be part of like maybe this was I don't know. I don't know. because I do feel like, but then her team should have
helped her with that.
Yeah.
So I'm just being serious. I'm not even laughing.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It was different. It was definitely a different read. You know, I've said a couple of times, you know, I don't like a book. I don't like a book. I don't like it.
I've never not liked the book.
And this may be the third book I didn't finish. Like and I'm a reader. I usually try to I'm gonna just finish though.
It was hard.
I finished it. I did. I did.
I couldn't get through
because I was just like,
but kudos to you.
Right, for real.
Yeah,
for real.
So, I think that, you know, with what we said, you know, the beautiful things about book club is that we can all read the same words, but because of our different experiences, we don't all walk away with the same lesson.
Yep.
And, you know, there's not always one right answer. And sometimes the best part of reading isn't what the author intended. It's the conversations that the book inspires afterward. So
let's dive in.
Yeah. So, you know, we can skip that one.
We did first impressions.
Basically,
so we already know. So the title is Dare to Lead, right? So why do you think Brene Brown chose the word dare instead of simply saying how to lead or becoming a leader?
Because of the courage aspect, the fear around leading.
I agree.
That's where the military thing came from. She was talking about how she was talking to a soldier and she asked him a question about vulnerability. That's that.
Yeah, definitely the courage aspect of it. I agree with that. It just because just simply saying like become a leader, it ain't.
And so from the next question, you know, because we're talking about courage, it says one of the biggest themes throughout this book is courage. Brene Brown talks about courage as something we practice, not something we're born with. And so I'm going to say I disagree with that because babies are fearless, right? In the sense of they fall, they, you know, don't know how to walk, they roll off all the things, they touch things and they're fearless because they don't know what fear is yet. So I do want to disagree with that. And maybe because of the fact that they are fearless, courage is something that maybe has to be formed based off of fear. So maybe that's how that was interpreted. But as far as me believing that babies have a lot of courage, they do. And they're manipulators because they know if I cry this way or do this, I'm going to get this or I'm going to get that. And I might get a beating, but typically she'll say she's going to whoop me, but she won't whoop me. So I'm going to teeter the line. So I think kids are very, I think it's something that they lose along the way because
yeah, I'm sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, I was done.
Two things. One, babies are fearless. I think and I don't know if she is, because maybe I'm putting because I don't know if I read long enough to see what she was saying. But I will say, I feel like the courage aspect is the idea that you're doing something that scares you, right? Courage. So yes, no, babies aren't born with courage because they are fearless. They don't have to overcome. They don't have to gain this courage because they don't have the fear. They just do it.
Yeah.
So what does courage look like in your everyday life?
It's every time every time I'm in front of people, every time I'm a speaker, but it's like, okay, God, it's me and you, because I get nervous every time. It's getting out of my head, like the fear of just the overthinking, the courage to conquer my inner voices and doubts, constantly to remind myself, like, I am who God says I am. And like, no, you got this. Like, don't overthink it. Don't make it harder than it has to be. That's a daily, just remembering who I am. And or who I should say, who God says I am, versus sometimes what my voice is trying to tell me I am, who my voice is trying to tell me I am.
And you can ask next again.
All right. So the author argues that vulnerability.
What does courage look like?
Oh, you want me to answer the question?
Yeah.
What does courage look like for me?
Mm-hmm. She ain't scared of nothing.
That's not true. I don't know. I guess just going out every day. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I'm really not I'm not a big people person. I could sit in my house all day, every day, and not talk to a soul. And I'll be perfectly fine. I won't feel bad about it. I won't be lonely. Me and my
I was good. COVID lockdown. I was like, yay.
Yes.
Y'all, I was on planes. I was gone. It was the cheapest flights ever been.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like to be around a lot of people. I really don't like small talk. Like I'm just not a big people person. I do it because I have to. I mean, you know, I gotta work, I got things that I have to do. So to me, that's courage, because I really am not that person. It's just really not me. I like my solitude.
We live together. She don't talk to me.
Different, right? To show up different. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but you know, I let me see. Courage for me, I would say honestly, just thinking about right now, is every time Monday, every time we get on book club, I think out of all 40 something plus book clubs we had, we only had one that went like nothing happened. I was like, is this a time? Like, so nothing happened. Was this successful? Like, what happened? And it's like, you know, so you know, it's like when you get on, you don't ever know what's really going to happen here. Like,
but you're going for it, correct? You like, listen.
I was like, we might hit the live button, so we live everywhere else. And I'm not trying to go on the screen trying to figure it like, okay, how do we get? And how do you get this? You know what I'm saying? That's just not how you want people to come in. You want to come in all, you know. So it's, you know, this takes courage, and yeah, and I'm glad that we don't reflect, because people have told us this before. Because I tell them, you don't know what happened. They was like, well, y'all don't reflect that. Yeah. I'm like, you know what? I would just be me at this point.
Yes.
I mean, that's all we can do.
Just be you. Just
yeah. So yeah. Things happen. It is what it is.
This is our brand. All right. So, and then the question.
Okay, so now I'm saying the author argues that vulnerability isn't weakness. It's actually one of the greatest strengths a leader can have. Why do you think vulnerability makes so many people uncomfortable?
Who's that for?
Anybody want to answer?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say, well, for me growing up, I don't know, for some reason, I don't know where I got it from, but I did think vulnerability was weakness, and I never wanted to show people this because people take advantage of it. And I think maybe it was just like me in school and kids, and you know, not saying I was picked on, but you know, I was like really scrawny. I don't know, but it kind of made me. If you show weakness, people, you know, took advantage of it. And so I kind of went through life never crying in front of people or never, you know, whatever. And it just kind of felt like it was like a cage, because you couldn't really express or be yourself, or it just feel like, you know, if you have a friend, you're watching movies and stuff and your friends are crying to each other and consoling, but it was like, for me, it was like, nobody, you won't catch me slipping, you know, type of mentality. And you just kind of start feeling like, you know, I'm in this world by myself. And so I started, you know, like, okay, what if I do this? Just, you know, I'll share this. Like, people don't know how sometimes I don't want to share stuff, you know, because one, I have the fear of what you might think about me, what I'm probably thinking about myself, or, you know, this, that, and the other. But sometimes, you know, at this point, just letting people, I got to get out of my head sometimes. And talking to people that know me, you know, help me get through what I need to get through. And so I've become more vulnerable. I probably cried in front of like 5 people now, but at this point, they're stuck with me. They like it or not. You ain't answering your phone. What's going on, girl? I just want to make sure you was good. You just flew from here to California. Yeah, girl, I just had to make sure you was straight. But while I'm here, I'm gonna sleep on the couch.
Wow.
We go out to eat tomorrow, and I'll get back home.
You invite yourself over.
Oh, we go together.
Right.
Real bad.
Real bad.
Go together real bad. Right?
Because of it's just a very uncomfortable feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, we're showing yourself to people. And even being on here, like, you know, when we first started, we weren't really as open as we are now. We've got more comfortable doing this, and kind of like, hey, you know what, if it don't work out, we can just get the best clips of when we are just, you know, being ourselves. But, you know, this is being vulnerable. You know, people, you could say the wrong thing, or even us talking about the author, somebody could clip it and make it seem like we're this type of, you know, whatever, like any and everything can just, you know, be taken out of context. And what about you?
Question, I would say vulnerability is, I mean, it makes you relatable. It lets everybody else know, right? Like, it's okay. And for me, it did take, it did take courage, but probably not as much as I was now I'm not apologetic for it, but I was the like sorry for oversharing kind of thing, like the TMI, like, oh, that's probably too much information to put out there. But now it's kind of like, I'll just say it just is what it is. And I had to get over the apologizing almost for being vulnerable. Like, I am the crier. I am the, it's like, I am the, just kind of say what it is. It's like, oh my gosh, you said that. Or like, you know, even the first book, which I have read, it's like, well, I would have never put that in, or I can't believe you told that. Like, how can I not, like, if I'm telling my story, like, that's my story.
That's part of the story. Like, that's
right.
my
That's what it is. And that's like, yeah, I didn't like that either. Like, but that's what it was. So I can't, it's exhausting to try to be otherwise too. For me, it was exhausting when I would try to be other than, because I don't know, that was tight. That wore me out faster than just like, it's going to be what it is. Like, this is what it is. And you either like me or you don't, or say whatever you have to say about it. And that's okay too, if that's how you feel about it.
Yeah, that's true.
And what about you, Jasmine?
I'm not big on being vulnerable with a bunch of people. You know, I don't like people like that. So, you know, I'm not going, that's not my thing. But I have been, that's how I end up getting the couple of friends that I do have. But yeah, I don't really think it's a weakness though. It's just, that's more of a me thing. I just don't trust people like that to just be telling my business to. So, but I don't think it's a weakness. I don't think that anybody who is vulnerable with people, or that is not scared to, like, you know, say how they feel and express themselves and cry. Now, crying make me a little uncomfortable, but I'm not. Yeah. I don't know what to do. I don't know what you want me to do with you when you're crying.
You need to watch. You need to read it. She went in for 30 hours.
So I don't even know if I got that part. If I got that far.
They told she was telling you how to empathize with people being there, being
well. I mean, I do that, but I just, you know, I don't know. I really don't be knowing
this
what to do with
I
myself.
hate that for you. I really do hate that for you.
I just feel like tears throw me off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, what do you like?
So you're referring to the person crying to you.
Yeah.
Like somebody crying in your presence. But do you cry?
No, not me crying. I'm just talking about somebody else is crying. I don't know.
The vulnerability would be you being vulnerable enough to cry.
Right. Yeah. No, I am with people that I trust.
Got you.
I don't have
to you because I don't know you like that, and I don't know what to do with you.
Yeah, even if I do know you like that, I still just don't really know what you want me to do. I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying?
But see, that's what she was saying in the book. You don't have to know what to do. You just have to just be
there.
there.
And that's what I do. I just be there, but it does make me a little uncomfortable. I don't know.
Like, how long do I gotta be there? How much longer do you need?
How long are you?
Jasmine's like,
shit, now it's going on for 45 minutes.
You ain't done yet, girl.
Like, dang.
And we just like, you hungry? Yeah.
I'm gonna get us something to eat, girl.
Get some food, girl. I'll be back.
I can't do this for too much longer.
Yeah, I mean, that's me. But as far as me personally being able to be vulnerable, I can't. Again, I don't have a problem with that. I just don't do it often. Well, I don't do it with, anybody. It's just really just
that's so interesting.
Yeah.
So I have ask a question.
Sure.
Because I'm not a people person, even though people don't believe that, but I'm not a people person either. I trust a lot of people, but I don't associate the other people with my level of vulnerability. But I'm hearing a lot of connection of like both of y'all, right? Use other people as like that determined or has a say in if I'm vulnerable or not. So I'm curious as to what's that about. Like, because I don't trust people. Like, what are they gonna do?
You know what I mean?
I mean, well, it's not.
Well, just because you can't, I just feel like being vulnerable, you have to be able to trust the person to
not use it against them
your business so that they don't go and tell everybody else or try to use it against you.
So that's a one-on-one with people, but not in like you just being you, a vulnerable person.
Right.
Like, so if you just show up as you, then not necessarily like telling a person a vulnerable secret. If you're just like, this is it, I guess. What's the person gonna do? You said use it against you. I mean,
like what the person got to do to be able to get that? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, like these people we talking about that we not
right.
You know what? We have 10 minutes left.
Go ahead.
What you're talking about is because I was sitting here like we only got time for one more question. So what is that going to be? But you're talking about trust, right?
Right.
And trust is another major theme throughout the book. Has someone ever earned your trust through small, consistent actions instead of one big moment? So I'm gonna, when she was talking about that section in the book, it did make sense to me. In business, I've been burnt.
The daughter of the friend.
In business, business and friendship, whatever. In business, I've been burnt because I expected a level of something that I had received from someone else. So, like, if they didn't pay me directly, like today, okay, they said they were going to pay me, I'm gonna go ahead and do the work. Whereas because I know they're going to pay me, you know what I'm saying? And then you do the work and then they don't pay you and then you find that out or whatever. But when you sit back and realize that, okay, well, me and this person, we've been working for 2-3 years, and this took 2-3 years of me for me to think that everyone is like this, for me to get to this point to now see that someone isn't like that. And so I think that for me, when I started realizing it was through the small, consistent things on a day-to-day that, compiled into realizing like, oh, well, this person has been here, has done this and supported this and done this and do this and do that, okay, I can trust this person because they're showing up in a trustworthy way.
Right.
You have anything?
I mean, yes, it's exactly that. Just being consistent as a person and also just like I look at people's character and how they talk about other people as far as like trust goes. So like if you somebody like I meet and then you tell me, oh yeah, I used to be friends with this girl, and you proceed to tell me all that girl's business, I know I can't tell you nothing.
Right, because you didn't tell all mine, right? That's so that's the distinction I was trying to make, because now trust is different than vulnerable. I separate the two, and it seemed like y'all were tying them together because I can be vulnerable. I don't mind telling and sharing, and I'm open. It doesn't matter who. I mean, I speak to strangers all the time. That doesn't mean, but do I trust a lot of people? No.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I do. Like, that doesn't affect me. I can be vulnerable, but like, no, not gonna,
to with the detriment of myself. With who am I talking to, and what I can share this, but I ain't gonna tell you what all happened. Right. Yeah. Or I might have changed the color, so I can see who's telling. I told this person it was blue, and this person it was green. So green got back to me. It was you.
You want with the big mouth.
It was you.
But yeah, we definitely do tie them together. But I personally think they go together.
No. I can see a relation, but yeah.
Okay, so all right, so I think that is why some of the book may have resonated with some people. It's teaching us how to become perfect leaders. It's reminding us that leadership begins with showing up honestly, listening intentionally, and having the courage to continue growing.
And speaking of growing, every month, our community helps decide what we're reading next.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. See, you trusted. And a lot of trust in the community to got it.
We presented 3 books and asked one simple question. Which book would BrwnGrlz Collective read next and why?
Roll the clip.
This is your girl Desiree coming to you from Canada. We have a book club, and right now we're featuring an international author, Chinyere M. Uda, which of these 3 books do you think we should read? Her first book is Corporate Corruption, The Unspoken Rules. Okay. It's about a Nigerian American woman pursuing success in corporate America only to encounter discrimination. The second is going to be A Walk for Justice. It's about a woman who fights to rebuild her life after an unimaginable hardship. The third choice is Guilty or Not Guilty. It's a compelling courtroom drama exploring justice, accountability, and truth. So out of those 3 book choices, which one do you think we should read and why?
I feel that the first book you said.
I think I will choose the first one, Guilty or Not Guilty.
The Corporate Corruption, The Unspoken Rules.
I would read the one about how she's fighting to rebuild her life, because I feel like
choice, A Walk for Justice.
Exactly.
You work for justice.
I agree with the first book.
Alrighty, so thank you for joining us. Again, my name is Desiree, and if you're not following the Brown Girls, you need to do so. So make sure you are following, you like this, and subscribe. See you next time.
So I couldn't see which one was the winner.
Nope, I did. Nope.
Which one was it? What was it?
Which one was it?
Like it's got corporate, the first one.
The first one?
Was it The Walk for Justice?
Corporate, no. About corporate, her going through the ranks of corporate, facing discrimination in corporate setting.
Yes, in corporate America, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
was that the one?
Yeah. So out of those 3 books, though,
what do you think?
We're going to get, because we're still going to, that's the winner through the streets.
There's still a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone but that one. I was fine with the second or the third, but
which one do you think we should pick, Jamie?
The courtroom drama sounds interesting, or rebuilding, depending on what's the theme of what fits the theme of the month better.
The theme for the month of September, Lord, that's a great question. It is plant the seed and reap the harvest.
Plant the seed and reap the harvest.
Mm-hmm.
Then maybe a courtroom drama, because there's somebody weeping something in trouble. Like, you listen, what's
yeah. Let me see. Let me go back to our theme.
I think you was right.
Yeah, I think
you was right.
Okay. All righty. And so if you're watching, voting is still open. So head over to our social media pages and cast your vote. The winning book will be announced by next Monday.
And now.
Do y'all vote to the community?
Oh, we're going to start voting.
Yeah, we have to start voting because
this ain't right.
Yikes. Yikes. But now it's time for today's author spotlight. Don't we have like a thing?
Oh,
a hand clap. Yay!
Let's see.
You never use it. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I saw it today. I was like, oh, it's here. It's directly on here.
Okay.
All right. So, Jamie, while you've been joining us throughout today's book club discussion as a reader, we also want to take a few minutes to highlight you as an author. So, I know we talked about it in your interview previously, but for those people that don't know, can you tell us briefly a little bit about your journey as a writer, what made you want to begin writing, and then tell us a little bit about your latest book and what readers can expect?
Wrote my first book out of just obedience to just write my story, share my story, so that somebody who was where I was can be encouraged that, you know, it gets better, having gone through some of the trials with no spoiler alerts, I guess, but some of the trials and things and lifing that I went through. So that's that book, My Piece of Happy. And then this second book that released in April, Faith Walk Girl Talk, is a devotional with a girl talk feel, which is just written to encourage women of faith who want to grow in their relationship with God, under the idea of iron sharpening iron. So the girl talk aspect is, hey, right, we know what God says, but it's hard out here sometimes, right? Like, how do we encourage each other to make the right choices, to grow closer? And it really focuses on relationship over religion, and does away with some of the concepts of perfectionism and performance, and leans into grace, peace, and actually just living out your walk.
So is the book fighting against the conception man versus woman? You know, like right now there's this TikTok or social media war where the man is the prize, or the woman is the prize. Is this kind of helping with that conversation?
We both the prize. I mean, what we both got, we got, and this is written because women are my audience, but like, if we God's children, like we all winning. If that's the case. So no, I don't ascribe to, I don't know that. I'm not on that side of TikTok, but I don't know what that's about.
About, you said the relationship and love component, like just what are you to go? Religion, yeah.
Relationship with God versus religion, like a religious practice. It's
okay.
Yeah, because it's faith based, so it's focusing on your relationship with God versus, you know, religion. It's not a religious book. It's focused on that's what I meant with it's.
Okay. All right. Just want to clarify that, you know, and we're going to clip that for later.
All right. So, what do you hope readers feel after they finish your book?
Closer to God, and encouraged through whatever trial they may be facing. It is written to from foundation to becoming whole. So we talk about grace, we talk about purpose, we talk about becoming whole, we talk about trust. And then it leads up to, you know, getting into just practical application, reading your Bible, building community that supports you, and prayer, talking to God.
And can you tell our audience where they can connect with you, purchase your book, and to continue following your journey?
Absolutely. My Piece of Happy, PEACE, like the peace sign. That's on all social, and you can get a signed copy at mypieceofhappy.com. And it's also available on BrwnGrlz.com, Amazon, etc. All the book places.
All right. Well, thank you again, Jamie, for joining us. It's always a pleasure having you here with us as a part of the BrwnGrlz Collective family.
They're fun. Thank you. Yes.
And tonight's conversation reminded us that every new chapter begins with a choice. And the choice could be either to be courageous, a choice to be vulnerable, a choice to grow, and a choice to lead with intention.
So we hope tonight's discussion encouraged you to reflect on your own journey and inspired you to take one step towards whatever your next chapter looks like.
And a huge thank you to Jamie Watkins for joining us today. And thank you to every one of you who continues to participate, vote, and grow with us each month.
And if you enjoyed today's conversation, be sure to subscribe to YouTube channel Follow us on BrwnGrlz Collective across all social media platforms, and share this discussion with someone who could use a little encouragement.
And don't forget to cast your vote for next month's book club selection. And we'll see you back here for another conversation rooted in community, inspired by culture, and strengthened through connection. Until next time, keep reading, keep growing, and remember your next chapter begins with you.
We'll see you at the next BrwnGrlz Book Club. Bye, everybody.